There had not been a time in recent memory when any had challenged the collective might of the Commonwealth. But as conflict engulfed the world, our enemies were foolish enough to bring aggression to our coastline. And as Japanese bombs fell on our shores, the Commonwealth was already in motion to defend her people. And when we strike back, we shall do so as a united front, with allies by our side. And together, we shall find victory!
Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, the next video is part of the series of Heart of Iron. In the background you can see I'm just about to start a new series because there's been an update at patch 1.4.2 which has come in with some seriously big updates. Lots of AI changes, the way they do wars, the way they do trade, and the way they manage the organisation of producing units and producing equipment, and how they develop with battles and work with allies. So, you know, just a few little changes, minor tweaks. Oh, and as well as how they deal with their naval battles and naval situations and controlling the sea ways. So, yeah, not just the sea, the land, the air, well, everything. So, in a way, they've looked at different aspects of everything. By the look of this, it seems like a huge patch. Lots of bug fixes, basically making the AI smarter and more realistic over what it's been. So what I'm bringing you now in this series, this partial series, which covers about the first 2 years until about 1936 to 1938, which I hope you'll enjoy. This episode you're about to have, the previous one was roughly an hour-long episode. This one was cut down to the pertinent points. Like, did this is this point, I've got this choice to make, this is what I did, and then cut it down into segments to see how you react to that sort of thing, which can cut the videos down lengthwise and with a little bit with the actual action of the rest of it of what I was doing cut out. So let me know what you think about that. So that's this episode, and then we'll be going back to the normal longer episodes, which are up to about an hour or so, leading through and just doing the normal sort of gameplay. Let me know what you like. So those episodes will be coming up. In tandem, I will be doing a new series because basically this new look at Japan is going to be just a whole new. Well, it's the same country, but everything's updated, and well, it's these new patches. Oh, things like the radar used to be a bit pants. That's been enhanced at level 1. The anti-air has gone from 30% down to 15%, and little tweaks like that have changed the gameplay to make it more realistic. So I'll be bringing you all those little changes all add up, plus the other big sort of changes and other changes in the background, which I'll get more information on over time for you. So thank you guys. I'm going to carry on with this. So I've got the videos going up in the background. I've got well, I'd had issues with my internet, as you probably know, and my eyesight. So I've got this. It's not a gimmick. It is real. And so yes, I've got 2 to 3 years of uploads which I wasn't able to do because my bandwidth was so bad. So I've got I don't know, well, I was looking at the hard drives I had, somewhere between of what I've uploaded, and in total I've got up between 30 and 40 terabytes of data, and of that I'm not sure how much I need to go through and see what I have got put up and what I haven't. I've got archives and things to go through. So say there's probably just off the top figure of 10 terabytes of data that I haven't even uploaded to YouTube or haven't put on over the past 2 to 3 years of going places and doing things and playing games and all the rest of it, and reviews of ships and tanks and planes. So yeah, like I sort of didn't. There wasn't the time for the planes, and so yes, back to and reviews of equipment and health supplements and things that people did. So I apologise for those who were waiting for those. They will be coming. And now I have the internet sorted out. Those will be coming along. So at the moment, I'm playing catch up. So you've seen more recently, and it's because I've had so much to do. I've been trying to play catch up. I've had medical issues which have left me more blind than normal. Yeah, I've basically got... This is to stop the image. I've got detached retina, and so I've got a superimposed... I was blind, got detached retina, so I've got a weird image from this eye over 2/3 of this eye. Having the patch on makes it less intense. I've still got the image over 2/3 of my vision, but so that's the underlying thing. Apart from the mobility, you've been disabled as well. So yeah, it's a bit of an interesting time, but you've got to do what you can do. So yes, I'm going to carry on with the games, carry on doing the reviews, and getting around when I can and doing what I can. Me, Ted, we'll do what we can. We'll get round and keep doing it. So keep having fun. I will keep bringing you the updates, giving you the information. And we'll see you soon. So that's a little bit about what's coming on, and that's why this is disjointed. Put in the comments what you think, and it'll be getting back to longer episodes. And now I can actually upload them, which is brilliant. Really, after I was promised it 2 years ago, November, 2 years ago. Oh, when I'm in pain. I need painkillers. My head's gone. So yeah, November 2015 probably. November 2015 was when I was expecting this internet to be updated, and it just came in the past couple of weeks. And then I had another accident, and so it's all been pear-shaped. So yeah, getting it back under control, coping with these things, with the mobility problems which have got worse, and the vision problems which have gone worse. I was feeling a little bit down. And all the things, and the internet not being right, and waiting for that to come in, and then trying to get it all together. So many balls to juggle, and that was why there was sort of the gap. And I will try and stay on top of things, and I will always do my best for you guys. So thank you so much for bearing with me. You guys are brilliant, and I never meant to let you down. And I always will do my best, because I love these games, and I just love playing them, and it just takes me away from my own worries, my own bits, my own things. So yeah, thank you. Just thank you. I'm going to get this last bits edited together, which you're going to see, and then I've got more gameplay. Oh, and I've got that in the background. Yeah, the World of Warships is almost. It's 87% ready for that, and I will try and bring you the new British line, like I did when we got that ahead of time stuff on the British cruisers. I'm going to try and get in and bring you all about the British battleships as well. So thank you guys, you're just brilliant. You the support you guys give really helps. You guys are just wonderful, and thank you, just thank you. That's it. Cheers, guys. Oh yeah. And I've still got the ongoing thing with YouTube. The 2 to 3 years of doing this, I still haven't had a penny from YouTube. They're still not sorting out my code. Any money that has gone through from advertising has just... I haven't got a penny. I haven't had anything for 2.5 years of work. So every place I go, I fund myself. So the equipment, the hard drives, the computers, the additional lighting, the sound equipment, the cameras, the lenses, everything else, too many things to mention. All of that I'm funding out of my money, my disability, and so sometimes I haven't always got the money to do it. So that's to let you know why I'd forgotten about that side. Yeah, I've never had a penny from YouTube in all the time I've been doing this. So some people who say, "Oh, you do it about the money," it isn't. I don't do it for the money, because I don't get any money. So I do it because I love it. Yeah, that's a really big thing. You guys are worth it. So thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye. Okay, right. The next stage, May the 20th, 1936. Reinforce the Soviet border. Cool. Now let's look at the next option that we have. Going down, southern expansion. Yes, definitely. 70 days. We've got all of our armies ready to rock and roll. 60%. They're still preparing. So as soon as we can go, we're going to go and take it to them. So the production is coming on, but we still need 25,000 equipment. We've got the deployment and recruitment. We've just recruited a new Marine Corps. We've got more Marines in production. So you can see I've got one more of these, two of these, one. Then we're going to be into these specialised units, and then linking into these ones which are just going to keep producing these cheaper units which are going to go onto the front line. These units are more advanced units, but they're just going to come one after the other after the other. So we're going to have fewer of these to go into the hard points where we need them to break through, whereas these mixed infantry units are going to be there at the forefront, holding the line, loads and loads of them, and we're just going to keep them producing in the background to be able to hold the lines. We've got one single additional unit coming out of tanks, one of the Yidosha Shidan, the mobile units, so one each of these to assist us to break through. So that's where we are at the moment. All looking very good. Let's look at the construction side. We now have we're up to 7 production that we can do, so we're going to keep it up. This is going to be producing at least 10 units so we can move towards where we need to be. And the actual construction itself of ships, as you can see as we're working through the production of everything right the way through, we're up to maximum capacity of support equipment, so we've got more than we need support equipment, so that's a positive. Our infantry equipment minus 25,000, but we're getting up towards being at the top of the production lines, which is good. We're producing more towed artillery than our troops need, and the naval bombers are going in, carrying on producing, protecting the areas that we're going to be working through. Motorized all go very nicely. Light tanks, all the carrier planes, we're onto destroyers. That carrier that we were producing has been done, so we're now producing these destroyers. Heavy cruisers are underway, so that's going to be just under roughly 1.5 years. Then the battleship, which will be produced after that, and then I'll be producing lighter cruisers. So let's actually kick those in. And light Megami cruisers, and let's get some of those in because they're going to act against the come on, there we go, move that up, and they're going to kick in and we'll put them into Charlie Fleet. So once we've got the battleship, these are going to go in and form a screen to defend the new carrier, which has also gone into Charlie Fleet. So that's where we are at the moment. Now we're minus 6 oil. Everything's switched around, so we're doing okay for aluminium, but oil is becoming an issue. So let's have a look and see what we can do trade-wise. One from the Dutch East Indies, which is giving us 24 units, which is very, very nice actually. Who's next? Working our way down. British Raj. Now they've sold more than they've sold a lot of oil, so we want to start trading with America. Is it worth it? Let's have a look. Bear with me. Before I do that, I want to look at the impact of the production. What effects is it having? So minus 25%, minus 20%, minus 5%. It's not losing us a lot. We are up on close assault. Light cruisers not producing yet. Battleship slow by 5%, 2.8 years instead of 1.5 years. It's a little bit of an issue, but we need the additional construction to get this next factory complete, and that's going to be August. And if we lose a factory, then that's seriously hampering us. So we need those factories. So it's more important than the battleship, sadly. So that's where we are at the moment, and that's the sort of decision and balancing you need to do in the background. And it's a tricky thing, but you have to balance it all. The numerous and the few. What can you have? What do you need? What can you get by with to see you through? So that's where we are right now. So see you on the next episode or the next part of this. Bye. Right, we just had an unusual one which doesn't always come up. Border skirmish and Japanese victory. The Russians and Mongolian lapdogs detected our build-up of the troops and attempted to launch a larger raid across the border to disrupt our preparations. Fortunately, our quick-think commanders caught their forces in a pincer, which inflicted severe losses on their forces before they fled back across the border. That'll teach them. But we lost 20,000 manpower, gained 15 army experience, and 50% grand battle plan. And their doctrine has been, they've got the event failed raid. So that's good for us, and we've gained these points so we can actually start incorporating advancements in the troops. So that's where we are, and we'll keep this rocking and rolling. And we'll look at the next section of exactly what we need and where. So I may try and incorporate some of these artillery units into some of the other sections. So I'll show you what's happening at the next juncture. Okay, what I'm looking at is putting the artillery in as an option to these units we're going to be sending in to capture the ports. So it'll increase our soft attack by 30, breakthrough by 6, and our hit points. So that's going to be pretty good. The effect is going to be, well, we still have 14 in storage even after we've equipped all of our units. So this seems like a very, very good option, and it's only costing 5 points. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this and put original marine. Okay, that's that sorted. Save that, and then back to this division in, oh come on, that's it, in artillery. Save, boom, and that's going to allocate those units to our marines as they're needed. So that's it. Thank you guys, and so yeah, that's going to affect our ability to land and capture things. It's actually going to increase it quite nicely. So yeah, looking forward to that. Okay, the 28th of May, we've got the option. We've just got the basic machine tools production. Now you've got two choices: either to go for concentrated industry, which increases your overall production, or else dispersed industry, and which causes you get less output, but you retain production when you change your focus, you change what you're building, change the lines, that sort of thing. So, and you get the budget conversions and bombing coming in. So, this is more of an industry where you need to defend as opposed to, see, rather than the bonuses, so 10% on this dispersed compared to 15%. Maximum factories plus 20%. Also plus 20%. It's a tricky one, but overall you get more production. But in this way you get more disruption if you're pushing the envelope and trying to upgrade things and trying to push the very boundaries, and people are disrupting and bombing and causing problems to your infrastructure. And so I'm worried about the later stages. The later stages, if we're going to be up against the Americans helping the British, then we're going to be up. As I'm going to go along. One of the options I'm looking at is, rather than joining with the Germans, we're going to go for our own faction, and it means we're not going to get the bonuses of armor production, but it's going to open up us splitting away from the Germans. So we'll be on our own, so we're going to end up fighting against the Germans. So that's further along the line, that something not to look forward to, but that will be coming in this evolution of things. So that overall production, the dispersed industry, dockyard in output, so we're losing 5% factory output. It's a significant amount, but it means we retain the production when we change things. We don't lose so much, and we can get our industry back working again. And that's what we need to do. So I'm thinking, oh, actually, no, let's go for the concentrated to get those weapons out, because weapons just will help us. It's going to be tricky, and that may cause problems. It might come back to bite me later if we do get a lot of air problems and having our factories knocked out and the production line problems. So that's something to bear in mind. But I think for now, concentrated industry is going to be the way to go. So that's what I'm going for. So we'll see it. Time will tell. Okay, we've now got another decision. The 30th of May, deciding what to modify the government to. So what are we looking at? So at the moment we can't go for closed economy. Free trade would be very interesting, and at this stage it'll increase our factory output. It's going to change our resources to market. Could cause some issues, but construction speed, research time will be useful, but we will very soon after have to go to a closed economy as soon as we can. But for now, I think free trade 1936 is quite a good option. So that's what we're going to do, and then we'll have a look at the trade side, because this is going to switch things. So we'll see how this affects it, and the production. So we can see how the production changes. So we'll let these keep ticking through. Look at the construction side. 2nd of August. So that's not so long. Production wise, let's see. That's coming on very nicely. Yeah, they're looking good. The units are getting filled up. So all of these very, very nice marine units are being produced in the background. Then we'll get the overall production side. Ship-wise, let's work our way down. See how those are going. Those Fubuki destroyers are coming ready. Let's have a look. Heavy Megami. Let's see where we are. Oh, yes, mega situation with the steel. So, more production. We'll be losing certain aspects. We've lost a little bit of aluminium. Steel and oil we need. So, let's get into the production side. Right, oil. Let's have a look. United States. Boom. One more oil. Steel, on the other hand, let's see. Who's going to give us the most? Manchukuo. Go with that. Oops. See how that affects. Minus 17, so we need 2 units. So let's go for the 2 units of steel from the United States. Now, who's the closest? If we can keep friends with the UK for as long as possible, I know we're going to have problems with the US. So, if we can stay friends, thinking about it, France is not going to be so bad. Let's have a look. British Malaya, we can get 8 from. So let's get 8 from British Malaya. Canada, Jiangxi, they've only got 6 remaining. So, working our way up, you look through and see where you can get things from. Sweden, too far away. So, let's go for Australia. It's pretty close. And then that's sorted out our production needs. So, it's going to take a bit longer to produce these factories, but we will get there. And our production levels are going the right way, going very, very nicely. This production's building up. The production queues are going very neatly, and working our way through. Come on, there we go. Look at the different sections. That's coming on very neatly. Good and nice to have an excess of support equipment, industry equipment. Working our way to get more towed artillery, more motorised coming in, and we've got this limit. So the basic machine tools, the productivity is increased up towards 60.06%, all going very neatly. So we may have a little bit too much aluminium, so let's check the aluminium situation. We may be able to get a factory back. So always keep an eye on what you're producing. British Malaya, let's drop that down, and then that'll get us one more factory back. So it's things like this. You've got to always try and be on top of exactly what's happening. Manage things, because as your production changes, you need different things at different times. So there we go. We've gone back up to 4, and the 13th of September, that'll be produced. And all of these numbers are going the right way. Now let's have a look at the tanks. That's good. Need 96. Planes. That's coming on. So we're building up the numbers. We're getting lots of equipment out where we need it around the world. So we've got these areas covered with large numbers of planes around the islands covering for us, making sure that when we go in, we are ready to rock and roll. That's what we've been waiting for. Spanish Civil War. So we pause, and then we send the troops in. So like I said, this unit is ready to rock and roll. So I've got the Iberian region selected. So right click. Let's go in and click on manpower, state owners. Let's go for send volunteers, and as we've got them laid up ready, there they are. Boom, and he's ready to go in. That's it, they've gone. And they're going to assist in the war. So back over, so we can see how things are looking. Over in Poland, all the borders are pretty neat. So it's June 1936. We're getting ready for the Spanish Civil War, and all the rest of our things are tracking through very neatly, getting prepared, and leading us ready for the southern expansion. So I'm going to pause now, and we'll let all the rest of it start kicking in. So see you in a bit. Hi guys, Gaming Bay here. Right, in the last exciting episode of Hearts of Iron 4, we managed to capture the capital, but they moved it. So we are moving in now. So it's the 21st of February. We're going in. Oh, we've just gained a new research slot. Let's just sort that out now. Improved synthetics. No, let's go for the austerity side, which is going to improve our production facilities, and then we can use this increased slot. Let's have a look. So February 1937. We could go for this, but computing machines, but we're ahead of schedule anyway. Instead, we'll go for improved machine tools to help us produce more in the background. We'll go for ships and that production later. So we're going in. He's attacking. 67%. Speeding this through, and they've just changed generals. Our guys are arriving. We've just captured the the port. Let me just pause this to get this working as quickly as we can. I was expecting, yeah, there we go. We've taken the airfield, and I'm going to shift these guys up to the airfield. A little bit of micromanagement from here and in to assist with the battle. With the air power, so little things like that to just improve the overall situation. Those troops, let's just get them set up and ready to attack in the background. Get the plan sorted out. Plus 20%. While the rest of the plan's kicking in. In fact, let's move him down to there to completely surround this unit, so they are surrounded. While the rest of our troops get ready to push in, so let's make sure that's all sorted. These units are ready to rock and roll. Great. Heavy machine guns. That's going to improve our forces. Very neat. And we get radios. Oh, very nice turn of events. So March 1937, we can get radio detection. So we can build up our infrastructure in the background. That's going to really assist things. So technology to research. A couple of things coming off at once. Now, these mountain troops would be very useful. Let's have a look at the rest of things. Now, we fighter support and all the rest of it. It would be good to have a better setup. Interwar artillery, but no, I'm thinking improved tanks. I know we're Japanese and you shouldn't have tanks, but we do, we will, and that's what we're going to do. So, select all, allocate, and get ready to rumble. Those who are there, that's it, 50%. Let's get them attacking. More people coming in, more invasions on their way in. Let's make sure it's head down, check these troops. Those guys are attacking. Come on, boys, it can't be long, and there must be new troops incoming. 29, 25, 20. Oh, why is this so bad? What has gone wrong? Where are our additional forces? Attack. All of you in now. Go, go, go. Let's select those and get ready to push down. Let's surround those guys and then take it to them. Push in. And we've got an additional national focus we can choose. So we've got the imperial austerity, building civilian factories. We'll go for that next. So imperial austerity and modify the government. Let's see. So working our way down, silent workhorse, additional political power, very war industrialist, construction speed, dockyard. It's normal construction that we want. So let's have a look at this. Industrial concerns, research, electrical research. This will help us with everything. But let's have a look. Infantry, motorized. Very, very nifty. Now, these additional items are very, very good. We want to have a look at the military one. Army Defense Specialist, Tank Designer, Armor Research Time, Armor Reliability. Let's go for the Osaka Armory. That'll speed up our other research. And we've gained additional factories, so let's see what we have, see what we need. Let's get rid of these ships. And let's check the numbers. So 1,000 support equipment. We're going to need more infantry equipment. Let's get that sorted. So infantry equipment 15, 20, 18. So these older, less good pieces of equipment, we'll just get those in. That's what we're going to bump up for now. Just get basic equipment for the troops. That's really going to help. And there we go. Hindenburg. Oh no. Oh, the humanity. That's not good. That's never a good day when the Hindenburg goes down. 90%. 90. It's going the right way. Yes. It's gone. Will they have anywhere else? We have captured all of it. Come on, capitulate. You know you want to. So, you then pause, and I'm now going to consolidate this area. Make sure that we have all of this zone controlled, and get it all sorted to prepare for China. We don't want to go to war with Britain at the moment. We're just going to consolidate our position and look at the trade side, see where we are. So we've got hundreds of rubber. We're exporting 500. Let's look at our construction side. So we now have, okay, we only have 6 factories, but that will soon change. And we'll be building more. We'll be using these resources, and we've now have 4.2 million men. We're building up our forces, building up our reserves, and getting prepared, ready for the next stage. Did I see a star down there? I thought I did, but hey. And we're then preparing, getting the Marines set up an infrastructure of offense from these islands, ready to go in and capture key points around the Chinese mainland, and to go in and take it to them, capture China, and then use that as between that and the area we've just taken to get us prepared, build up the navy, and help us to go in against the Soviet Union. Then we may need to take the German Empire. We'll see what happens. So in the next stage, we will get prepared, ready for China. Well, we'll build up and then get prepared, ready for China. So thank you guys. I'm the Gaming Bear, and I'll see you next time. Well, I'll see you in the next bits very soon. Bye. I was thinking of shutting down an episode, but no. This is just an interlude until the next one. Okay, so we're waiting for the diplomatic. They've changed the status with us, so let's have a look. They've cancelled the diplomacy. Now, why isn't this capitulating? What other areas? What have we missed? See, this naval base, this area, these zones. What have I missed? What is there that I haven't seen? Well, that's the thing. If you haven't seen it, you haven't seen it. Any other islands? No. This hasn't got a point to capture. Let's go in and check out. Oh. It's the Netherlands War. So there's still this situation going on. The Netherlands are still here, but they're not at war with Germany yet. Got it. So that's the reason, and they're not going to capitulate. We just need to take this whole area and prepare, ready for the China incident. So let's see how these guys think about us. They don't think too highly of us, but it could be worse. It really could. So that's British Malaya. Let's see how mainland Britain thinks of us. They still think fine of us. It's not the best, but we've done it so early that it's not a big issue. Wow. Very, very neat. So we just take all of this zone, get it sorted, and prepare for the next phase. So yes, we get the Imperial Austerity, Industrial Effort, and then Naval Primacy, and then onto the Chinese border incident. Marco Polo, war with China. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So yes, that's the reason they haven't capitulated, because it's so early that Germany isn't even at war with them, and we turned Germany down to join us. So they didn't join, so they didn't get to take the zones up here. They didn't get to change all of this to being German. So it could change the whole outlook of the war. For you, Tommy, the war is over. Let's have a look. What have they got? They have 8 oil, 12 aluminium, and not a lot of steel. They may have a lot of factories, but the rest of it, it's really not good. Now, what else? National Spain, they have nothing else. Wow, we've basically just wiped them out, and for no cost. Absolutely no cost, relatively. So, May 1937. This is, for all intents and purposes, completely ours. So we just need to solidify our holdings and prepare for the next phase. So that's me signing out, and I will see you really soon. See you in a minute. Okay, a little tip before I move all the troops. One thing I've done, I've moved all of the special troops out of the island defense force. So when they're moving around and taking these different areas, there's 20, 30, 40% attrition, but all that you're going to be risking is basic infantry equipment. The other units I've shifted into this main force, which has got a field marshal, so they're all just heading in, going to the front lines, and there's going to be minimal attrition affecting those troops, so you don't lose the specialist equipment that you've had to purchase and buy and trade for, well, the materials to trade for to then produce. So you'll be losing less by doing it this way. So just a quick tip to let you know about that. So yeah, so let's move on. They have capitulated, so here we go. Great news. They've given us 50% of the stockpile, 0 convoys. Okay, oh well. So, let's have a look. So it's all ours. We don't have to clear up the rest of it. We just need to... I'm going to go in and take these additional areas. There's still this battle going on. So, yes, it's ours, but it's saved us a little bit of tidying up that we don't have to do. But we're still going in. Like you can see, 40% attrition going through these areas. But it's now all officially ours. So, yeah, very, very neat. So, yes, that will kick in at that point. So, I was thinking, okay, well, I didn't think they were going to capitulate. But, yes, thank goodness. All done. So, we'll just get these last little bits and then carry on the preparation for the Chinese conflict. Right, so the end of the episode... This is a later version that I'm playing. So at the end of that episode, it was May 1937, so I believe, and we just captured all of the Dutch East Indies, ready to start heading out and just solidifying our holdings, ready for the next stage. So that's where we were at that episode. So I think that was quite a good way to fit one episode to solidify everything around about the Japanese mainland, pushing in and taking all of the Dutch East Indies in the first quarter of the end of 1936 and the first quarter of 1937. So thank you for watching. There's a lot more to come, and yes, it's not until 1938. It goes on until about 1940, these series of episodes, and then after that we switch over to the new updated system, which I'm literally which I'm going to be starting with this episode you see before me. So you're going to be working through the episodes I've recorded, and you will be coming back to this point at some point in the very near future. So, and I will be playing this new game, which these new updates. So yeah, look forward to that as well. I certainly am. I can't wait to get it started. So yes, as with those things, I've recorded the starting episode earlier. And as of, World of Warships, we have, it's just updating the components, 90% done. So I've got the World of Warships reviews to do as well. So yeah, I've got all of the British battleships, apart from the Warspite, which I love, and I've already done reviews on. But I may include in, I don't know, see how it goes. So yes, that's I'm just waffling. See you soon. I'm just excited. Too many games. Yay! I'm just loving it. And to be able to bring you all of this work, that I'm doing, and it frees it up. It allows me to have the time to upload and produce and get things together. It means I can actually just pull it all together for you guys. And it's just brilliant. I've got different trains of thought and different things going on at the same time, and it's just brilliant. Just so many games. You get bored with one game. Well, not bored. You get you stop thinking. You're not stop thinking, but you're there. You need a break from the game, and so you just I'll play that instead. And so I'm hopping from one great game to another, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's so lovely, and I'm just enthused. I love it. So thank you for watching. So many games, just not enough time. Oh dear, what a problem to have. Yeah. I hate my life. Certain aspects, but gaming, no, definitely not. So see you soon. Bye guys, see ya.